y'all boys was happy. You know, y'all was in the 7th round like, yeah, it's over for Deontay Wilder. But you know what? Show heart, grit, determination, and, you know, still bomb squad in this bitch. You feel me? We back as the Box Clinic and more. Shout out to the Lions Den Boxing Clinic. Shout out to the YTBC and everybody in between. And all y'all haters out there that claim that Ortiz was going to win this fight. Where y'all at? I want to see y'all back on this thread. I had a busy day. So I ain't been able to cover all the boxing, man, that I could. But shout out to Demetrius Bivol. He stopped Sullivan Barrera in the 12th round. Shout out to Kell Brook, 2nd round knockout. Josh Taylor, 3rd round knockout. I mean, I think I covered the board. And Andre Durrell, it's over. I've been told people it was over for him. But, you know, this fight was a high and a low type of fight with Luis Ortiz and Deontay Wilder. It was high intensity. And Ortiz had a lot of respect for Deontay Wilder. And Wilder had a tremendous amount of respect for Luis Ortiz this fight. Like I told you guys, Ortiz was the only heavyweight that I thought that can actually take away Deontay Wilder's right hand and some of his power. Because he was the most skilled. He kind of was the most educated heavyweight. The rest of the heavyweights, they not really skillful, man. I don't see any skillful heavyweights that translate to the ring. Now, Parker is skillful. He look like he knows what he want to do, but when it comes to getting in the ring, he just falls apart. You know, other than, I'm not including Tyson Fury. You know, he's inactive currently, but you know, Ortiz, you know, he didn't have to do much this fight, man. His intimidation factor and his boxing ability had Wilder on skates all night. And Wilder, you know, he really needs to actually, you know, start breaking down filming himself, because in the Spilka fight, when he got that knockout of Spilka, he got his lead foot in front of Spilka's lead foot, and he landed a big knockout punch. This fight, he was walking right into Ortiz's left hand for a lot of the fight, but at the same time trying to gauge it and trying to, you know, be wary of it. You can't walk into a punch and still be, you know, worried about getting hit from a punch. You see what I'm saying? You know, that's like that's stupid. You know, he walking into the punch, but he respecting the punch. Like, he should have been moving to his left the whole night, and it took him a minute to do that. And you know, he might need to seek a better team. I'm sorry, you know, because Wilder, you know, he throws punches better than that windmill punch. I mean, that uppercut, you know, Ortiz was already hurt in the 10th round when he knocked him out, but the uppercut was a good punch. He even threw a good, what was it, a left hook to the body that was real good that got Ortiz's attention. And, you know, he got a lot of potential, man. He do. And he survived that 7th round. Didn't go down. I think he didn't go down because of the embarrassment. His family was there. That was true grit and true determination. That was hard. That was real hard. People talk about Anthony Joshua getting off the canvas versus Vladimir Klitschko and not throwing a punch for 3 or 4 rounds, and then, you know, coming back and then beating Klitschko. Well, Ortiz, you know, Ortiz was still pouring the pressure on Wilder after the 7th round, and Wilder showed you guys that he's legit has the heart of a lion and legit has the blood of a boxer in him. You know, he might not be the orthodox boxer that, you know, most people, you know, want, but at heart, you know, I think he proved tonight that he's a true warrior. You know, and you know, a lot of, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of you dudes gonna hate. This was a lose-lose situation for him, but this is the same Luis Ortiz that Anthony Joshua duck goosed. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, man, Ortiz fought a good fight. He looked good, and Wilder apparently had a stomach virus. He came in a little bit lighter, but at the end of the day, man, he knocked the slob out of Ortiz's mouth. You know what I'm saying? He dropped Ortiz before, and it seemed like whenever him and Ortiz, you know, other than the 7th round and obviously the 10th round, it seemed like whenever they had an onslaught, it was towards the end of the round, and then it would be reset coming the next round. Nobody ever capitalized on the onslaught that they had. You know, but you know, he could have, you know, Wilder it has a lot of potential. I'm gonna keep saying that, but it's something that's stunting Deontay Wilder's growth. Obviously, it's something that's stunting his growth, and you know, other than his legs and his footwork, which is not too good as far as, you know, being smooth, and you see how Ortiz, the difference was Ortiz was making educated movement. Everything that Ortiz did with his feet was a boxing move. He was looking for the big left hand the whole night, and at the end of the day, that was his detriment. That was his downfall. Looking for that left hand the whole night. If Wilder would have actually knew that Ortiz was just looking for a left hand the whole night and come over the top and just trying to jab and go to the body just to set up that punch over the top, you know, his corner should have had a rebuttal for that. That should have been the first thing. Because if you watch Ortiz's tape, that's what you get versus taller fighters. And Wilder should have had moved to his left and tried to shoot that left hand and try to lead that right hand down the pipe. It seems like Wilder is finding his way on the go, and his corner not giving him no good advice. Like the lead left hook that he was throwing tonight, that's what set up the knockout. You know, the win. He kind of does things by accident. You know, you ever play Street Fighter or Virtual Fighter or some shit like that, or Mortal Kombat, you just meshing buttons and shit just happen to work. That's Deontay Wilder. He's just meshing buttons out there, and shit just happened to work. It's not nothing his corner is giving him. I'm listening to the corner. It's not good advice. It's not, life-changing advice. It's not like they going in there breaking down the film. Because if you were to truly learn from the Arthur Spilka fight, this fight would have been over a long time ago. You know, it would have. But credit Ortiz. Ortiz was looking for the overhand left all day. All day. And, Wilder, Wilder got a game-changing power, man. If you don't think he's one of the biggest punchers in the division, he is the biggest puncher in the division. Hands down. No doubt about it. He's a bigger puncher than Anthony Joshua. We'll see what Joshua does with Parker. I expect this to be the best Joshua we ever seen. I think he's down to 241, 242. He's going to dispose of Joseph Parker. I was more confident in Joshua beating Parker than I was in Wilder beating Ortiz. Because at the end of the day, I told you guys, Ortiz was a guy that Joshua ducked. He did. Then Ortiz, got popped for the pads or whatever it was. And he's still working with Victor Conte. So, but at the end of the day, Eddie Hearn was seeing, was seeing, the light. And Deontay Wilder shut it right down. But, Ortiz got some skills, man. Like I told you guys, he was the most skilled heavyweight in the division. And that's sad to say. But he was the most skilled heavyweight in the division. But, I still regard him as the most skilled heavyweight in the division, even after losing. The heavyweight division, it is more than just skill. You got to be able to take it on the jaw. You got to be able to take the power and catch different waves and shit of that nature. It's a different beast. It's the nature of the beast. And, Ortiz made a mistake. He lost focus. He lost concentration. And maybe that was stamina. But at the end of the day, just the thought of Deontay Wilder's, power, especially if it's just windmilling by you or just missing by you or just easing by you, that's pressure. That's mental pressure. Oh, I just missed it. Oh, he just missed. He just missed. Every time you're trying to throw, that's why Ortiz was cautious with his combination punching. That power on your mind. You thinking about the right hand, then he unveils the left hook. Which he got a solid left hook. I've been saying that for a long time. Then you thinking about the windmill right and left. Then he hit you with the uppercut. If he able to add a body attack and like that left hook to the body every now and again, he'd be a serious problem in the division. But like I said, I believe he needs a new team. And I say that again, I believe he needs a new team. And, it ain't working, man. This dude is literally, finding shit out by mistake in the boxing ring. And there's some shit he should have did to Ortiz 5-6 rounds ago. It was there. I'm looking at it. He walked into Ortiz's left hand for like several rounds. You didn't hear Mark Breland say, oh, go the other way. You know what I'm saying? He need a new trainer, man. Ortiz is a good fighter, but it was things there that Deontay could have took advantage of. Big advantage of. And I'm not hearing it from the corner, I'm not hearing it from the corner. People talk about, who need to go train with Derrick James. Oh, this dude need to go train with Derrick James. He need to go find a coach. Because he coaching himself over there. Because Mark Breland, he was a good Olympian. I don't see it. He ain't shit as a coach. I'm sorry. The other guy, I don't even know what the fuck his credentials is. But Wilder has some potential, man. He really does, man. And he makes boxing moves by mistake. It ain't no fucking adjustment. Don't let this dude fool you. And Ortiz found that out the long and the hard way today. Slob was coming out of his mouth. Did you see the ring girl's reaction from the corner, they was, oh my God. This dude was to his knees. Was he praying? Oh God, please don't let me ever take another PED in my life. You know what I'm saying? But it's been a long day. I dropped some boxing content, man. I had to been up and down. But, you know, I haven't seen what Wilder said, man. I'm probably going to get on the boxing grind tomorrow. Whew, it's been a long super day. Had to do some stuff at the house. You know, daughter's birthday at midnight. They out of town. So, shit, who knows? I feel like I'm about to get something to eat. Probably go to sleep. I want to go to the casino and play the roulette table, but I don't think I really want to. But like I said, man, you know, all you haters that's going to come on here talking that shit, when you picked Ortiz, guess what? You was wrong. Just, you know, shove it down your pipe. You want to come here with that negative shit, and then, you know, why not? Anthony Joshua take the fight. Jarrell Miller take the fight. Whoever else, Joseph Park, whoever wants this work, take the fight. You know, if y'all confident in Anthony Joshua, which I favor Anthony Joshua to win still. I still favor Joshua to win. That's what goes by people's ears. But I just want to see the fight like everybody else. That's it. But shout out to the Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz putting on one hell of a show. Y'all know what it is. The Boxing Clinic and more. Boom Squad!